Hey guys, so this is a video for anyone who's interested in buying our trailer. We are selling it pretty cheap, $2,500. We really just need to get it out ASAP, but I will give you a quick overview of the important stuff about the rig. So it's a 36-foot long Coachman fifth wheel, and it has a gooseneck attachment. The awning we took off because when we bought it, it was molded, and it broke once we unrolled it. So we did take it off. So there are these holes in the RV. Let's see. There's that. None of those have affected anything. I guess I can't find the other ones. Oh yeah, I went there. But there's basically that, and then there's that hole. Hasn't affected anything, and that's not even on the inside, that's just on the outside. So those holes do not go inside and leak, just so you know. So there is no awning. The second pair of steps to the RV have been taken off. Once again, when we first got it, we tend to just break things, and it stinks, but we've already broken stuff on our newer RV because that's just how we roll, I guess. But my 3-year-old at the time was playing with it and somehow just completely unhitched it, and they were on the ground. So I don't know what happened there, but we couldn't get them back on, so we left them off. So there's only that pair of steps. We never would have used that door anyways because that whole area is carpeted, and that's linoleum, I think, or maybe it's the stick tiles. So it's easier to clean up if you go through that door. Let's see. This whole light has been replaced. It is brand spanking new. That's an old one, but it still works fine. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Oh, we lost the cap to the freshwater tank. Actually, we've never had it since we've been full-time. I don't know what happened to it. And we've used our freshwater tank several times. I just don't know what happened to it, to be honest. So there's that. The switch to our front jacks, which is right in there, the silver switch, is broken, and that just broke right before we got to this campground. So what we have to do is take the wires. These wires are directly connected to the motor right up there for the front jacks. We take these and directly connect it to the battery. So you can put that on the positive and negative battery, and it'll either go up or down, and then you can switch the polarity and it will go the opposite way. The battery is a new battery, and I think the receipt is actually in here somewhere. Oh, the receipt is back there. So it's a new battery. We did get it from Walmart. If you couldn't tell, it's an Everstart, so it's Walmart brand, but it's a deep cycle, does the job. So it is a gooseneck. We've not had any issues. It is clearly unbalanced right now. Really, really deep storage. So we have that one, and we have this one. That's storage, that's not the actual tanks. So tons of storage in there, and then we have lots of storage in here. And if I can get this one open, this one goes almost all the way through. Lots of stuff in there. And then this is your propane tanks. It does come with two 20-pounders. This one we actually bought while we were on the road. Actually, we were blessed with in Kansas from the propane guy who felt sorry for us. But it comes with two 20-pound tanks. It has your outside electrical outlets. The outside lights work just fine. So let's go inside. Let's see. You got your fire extinguisher. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in here, but I'm just gonna do like the main stuff. Sorry, it's a mess. This all my fabric because I sew. This microwave is from the RV that we just bought. We don't use a microwave, so you could easily just put it up there where the older microwave went. Here is the fridge. Works great, never had any issues. 4-burner stove. Oven, which we barely used. Sink is fine. Let's see, I'm not sure if we're gonna keep this futon in here. It's a really expensive futon. This is what we slept on full time, so I'm not sure if we're gonna leave this in here or bring in the hide-a-bed couch from the other RV we bought. So this actually does not fit in our newer RV, so we need to just buy a smaller one. So I'm not sure about that, just so you guys know. We never used this door, and my husband hated the sunlight, so that's why that towel's over there. Lots of storage up there. We've got all that storage up there, more storage. That's where I kept all my sewing stuff. That's more storage under there. And then you do have your storage underneath both of the seats in the dinette. Now I wanted to get this. This is the ceiling, but this is wallpaper. Okay, when we first bought it, there was leaking really bad, and it came from this. This is the antenna. It was leaking enough to where they had wallpaper up here. It was really cute, but they like messed up putting it up. This is what it was. So they had that up there, except for they used the wrong glue, and there was a couple of leaks in here, and so there was water stains all over it, so it looked atrocious and way worse than it looks now. I know it looks pretty bad now, but it looked way worse, I promise. So we tore it down. And so when we tore it down, some of the original wallpaper came down with it, and we just never replaced it. So this is a cosmetic issue. The roof is rubberized. My husband did it when we first got it. So there's no leaks at all on the roof. Lots of storage up here. The radio does not work. I don't know how to fix it. We never used it. We used to have an iPod, so we would play music through there. This is from a leak, a slow leak that they had here, and we fixed that leak. We just never fixed this. So just so you know, that's there. Also, this happened, and that was from a heater that was too many watts for our camper. So the outlet still works, although I'd recommend replacing it for safety issues. Here is the pantry. Now you can stick a washer dryer in here. I turned it into a big pantry because I just needed the storage, and I'm very sorry it's a mess. We're still moving stuff out. It is a very large space. I just put in 3 shelves, so you could easily take those out and put in a washer dryer. It has its own hookup right there, and it actually has its own plug-in that goes to the pedestal for this if you wanted to hook up a washer dryer. So here is the bathroom area. Large tub, sorry, dirty clothes still. Composting toilet is coming out, and there will be an RV toilet in here, although I can't guarantee that the RV toilet will be connected, but you will have an RV toilet. I'm just not sure if we have time. So the RV toilet will be coming from the different rig that we've just bought. So we've got tons of storage space for clothes like that, and then a massive drawer down there, still moving once again, and we still have our stuff in here. So lots and lots of space. Here is the medicine cabinet, tons of space in here. We have stuff on the sides. You can put your towels up there. We've put our washcloth and towels up there. Lots of hanging space. There's that, and there's a bar there. There's also, that is a clothesline that connects over here. Then we've got this hanging bar right here. Whoops. And then that hanging bar for drying. Okay, now this is my closet, and I haven't touched any of the stuff in here, so it is a hot mess, but it is massive. Let me make sure that is okay. So this is half of it, and then this is the other half. I mean, there is tons of space in there. And then we have two really huge drawers. That one goes to the water heater. I believe the water heater. We took off the handle for that so our little boys couldn't mess with it. So you would have to get a handle for that. Here is another really big closet. We did take out the metal hangers that they had in there, so you have an actual bar to hang clothes on. And then there's two really big drawers on the side. Then also down here, really big area. I mean, lots of space on both sides. Here is the bedroom. There's only one. Lots of storage up there. Big open window. My boys did mess with this screen, so there is a, I don't know, it just won't go back in place properly. So we have used duct tape, and I apologize, but it's a lifesaver around here. So I do not touch the ceiling in here, just so you guys know, and so it's got plenty of headroom, at least for us. There is not a bed in here. My boys slept on two mattresses on the floor. Now, this is the part that I wanted to make sure to show you. There was major water damage in here. So that whole wall right there, and that whole thing, all the way up to that piece has gotten replaced. Okay, so we did this DIY, and we got some help here and there, but which reminds me, I'll show you the front room. But this, our patchwork, has come undone, and we had freshly painted it, and water spilled on it after we freshly painted it. So that is just water being spilt because we have two little boys after we freshly painted it. So it is a very not pretty job. So and the outlet is not exactly all the way in, but we never use the outlet anyways. It works, we've just never used it. So yep, that's the honest truth here. We did this ourselves, and it's not pretty, but at least it has no mold and stable walls and no water damage, except for the little trickle right there. So, but this came undone because we apparently didn't patch it correctly or put the wall back together correctly, and when we were driving down the interstate, it just slowly cracked. So if you're handy at fixing that, that would be okay, or else you could just live with it like we have the last almost year. So there's that. And then see, this is the top part because we had to replace that ceiling, this ceiling part, but it's just not pretty, but it has done the job for us. Which reminds me, that whole wall right there, this entire wall right here has gotten replaced, and this one actually is not that bad at all. You can tell that I actually did this whole wall by myself. I think I did a pretty dang good job connecting all that, but that there just needs a bar or something there. But that whole wall has been replaced, so anyways, I have to let you go. For some reason my son is crying, but that is our old trailer.